Welcome to Withdraw Consent. My name is Victor. He's Jack. What are we talking about?
Okay, we want to talk about today is the most recent picture, which I'm going to put up on the screen right now, that shows Joe Biden, and he's got a piece of paper that says the date, says the question number. So you're gonna ask this reporter for a question, the name, the pronunciation, what the question is. We can't see past his hand, so we don't know if the answer was on there as well. But he doesn't look at anything. He's probably practiced. And so maybe I'll just put some more up on the screen from old ones while we talk, maybe, or something like that, because there's so many of these times this happen. And basically my point here is, do you think that there's any part of the press that's not working for the system? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Would anyone who isn't working for the system be allowed into these?
Right. And so, we're so far beyond, we don't even hide that the press is just fully run by the state.
Right.
Like, imagine somebody from the State Department calls you up and says, "Oh, you're a reporter, okay. Here's the question you're going to give to the president." Or, "What is the question you're going to give to the president?" I'll say yes or no.
Yeah.
And then we will call on you or not call on you, depending on how friendly the question is. However that exchange is going, there's no separation whatsoever from the press and the system.
No actual journalism. It's all just like political theater. It's just...
It's like what are the daytime shows? The dramas that they do during the day. Soap operas.
Soap opera.
It's like a soap opera. Right. It literally is. That people would look at this news and pretend like it's news. It's not. It's just a government feed coming out of DC.
Right. Scripted.
This is how you should think. This is what you should be outraged about. This is what the other side is thinking and why you should be outraged about that.
Right.
I'm sorry, it's just so transparent at this point with this. I mean, I know we've seen these before, so there's not oh, he did this. No, he does it all the time. He doesn't hide it.
Right.
He gets caught doing it and they don't care in the least bit. Nobody cares.
Well, who's going to call him out on? The people who are working with them on the scripts?
Because you won't see it on the news.
Right. This isn't being reported on CNN or whatever.
Right. And so that's just this simple video. That's just my point.
Okay.
What do you think?
No, I agree 100%. It's all just, I guess it's just for the people who still watch the news and they're just not thinking. It's just to keep them, I mean, this type of thing, like they don't care about this going on because it just keeps people, like they're never going to see this.
Right.
So as long as they just keep feeding them whatever
Right.
they're expecting to hear, it just keeps everybody.
I feel like RT, which is run by the Russians,
Okay.
the Russian government, is more separated from the Russian government than ours is.
Oh, okay.
Because
Interesting.
like they'll hire foreigners like Americans at RT and they'll tell you, no, go ahead and write whatever you want. I don't think that you have that type of leeway in the United States.
Definitely not.
I think it's you will produce the narrative.
Right.
And I think that some of the stuff from RT, so I'm guessing that they have some writers who are just pumping out government propaganda, you know?
Okay, yeah.
But all of them in the United States.
Right.
It's all the late night shows. It's everything you consume on that dang television.
Right. I feel like we had a story at some point. The story doesn't matter, but we could only find it on the one from the Middle East, the news. What is it called?
Oh, Al Jazeera.
Yeah, it's like, that's crazy that this is the only source we can find this information.
We're building up this website, the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And it's going to have all these different, you could search for anything and you can find articles about it with references. So you can talk to your friends and you can just pull it up real fast. And so many times I've cited Al Jazeera. I feel bad, but I'm like,
this is the only place.
This is the only place. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then the difference between our reporting and their reporting,
Okay.
like for this one article I was doing, how many, I believe it was how many Muslims were in Hitler's army, how many had come from the Middle East to volunteer. And then the difference between the two articles is staggering the numbers.
The two articles, what were they?
From Al Jazeera and then from Mars.
Okay.
And I don't know which one's telling the truth. Because why would Al Jazeera's numbers much higher? Why would they be inflating? Why would they be lying to inflate the number of people who helped Nazis?
Right.
So I don't know. You know, I mean, it's not like a badge of honor here. And then we're of course lowering the number in our
you
video.
don't want to see that there was cooperation
because there was cooperation. Right. South America, all the people. So anyways, that was unrelated. I'm just saying though
Yeah.
that like the veracity of these sources is pretty wild.
Right.
Yeah. Don't trust anything on the media. And
Definitely
the
not.
alternative media is not the media.
Right. Link below.
Link below. Like, you've got to go to obscure creators. You've
Right.
got to find them. You've got to share them. You've got to bookmark them, and you've got to go back.
And it's like, it takes practice. You got to develop this sense of like, is that right? Does that make sense? Like critical thinking. You have to be analyzing everything that these people are saying, even what we're saying, and go, do these yahoos actually make sense?
Right. I don't want people to trust us and just take our word for stuff.
Yeah.
I want you to think about each thing, and then I want you to put clever, intelligently thought through, critical thought comments in the description when we're wrong.
Right.
And we'll make another video saying, hey,
Yeah.
you know, we've already made one that somebody made a comment and a video came off. It hasn't been published yet. But
Yeah.
there we go.
So there you go. Give us your comments, critically thought out. We'd love to hear your thoughts about this or anything else in the realm of what we're talking about. And yeah, we'd love to see them. We'll see you next time.